perspective. Obviously, reflect on last year, especially as a first-year staff, you had to recruit around a vision because, as you mentioned, the results weren't there yet. But now here in year two, you are 7-0, and the results are tangible. So how much of a balance do you strike between touting results, what the program is now, versus still pitching to a vision of what the program can be?
Yeah, it's all important. Obviously, again, now you laid out the vision, knowing what the opponent was constantly feeding. I told the coaches, I said, look, here's what they're being told, so we're on the same page. We had a little bit of credibility on past defensive success and building something, and multiple times having consistent results. But you had to sell the belief, obviously, and we weren't just bad. We were one of the worst in a lot of categories, and so I'm appreciative of people that had faith anyway. That means a lot to me because that means they got something to them, in my opinion. And but again, you're constantly selling vision. I think that's part of being a leader, being a good recruiter. Painting vision for everybody and what hopefully their future will look like, and our future certainly. And but I don't think any one of it is more important than the other. With a little bit of success, we anticipated, if we do these things in-house, talking about if we do these things, these are some of the issues or problems, good problems to have that we might have once you have this number of commitments. But don't flinch. These are guys that had maybe one toe in the water earlier on. I would just say keep your guard up. But the other side of you is like, hey man, they're also, let's be practical. There are people around them, and there's a negativity that maybe people are recruiting to. Like I say, justifiably so. So what? And what should they say? And our job is to change. Both the expectations and certainly the quality of our work. So, but it's lend credibility because this is kind of how we painted the vision. We keeping our our rabbit's foot in our back pocket or whatever, hoping that and hoping's not a great strategy, but this is the result that we would have to just part of the building process, get people on board.